What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
You've already seen After We Fell, and you can't stop thinking about that crazy cliffhanger. Well, we neither. But in today's video, we're going to show the 10 most paused After We Fell moments while we go through the most important bits in the story of the third After film. Can you guess a moment that made fans pause the film just to take a deep breath? Well, here are 10 of them. Little Tessa. After fans were quite surprised by the end of After We Fell, the third film of the popular franchise. Following last year's release of After We Collided, the sequel to Anna Todd's successful fanfic-turned-novel-turned-film, After We Fell, got released, and it featured some dark places for our beloved couple. The third film in Todd's series again features the epic romance of Tessa and Hardin's relationship, meaning Josephine Langford and hero fiennes-tiffin are again reprising their roles. After We Fell opens with a really emotional scene where Tessa's mother kicks out her father. In it, fans were able to see little Tessa, and because of that surprising opening scene, fans felt like they needed to pause and see what little Tessa looks like. Okay, so once again, the plot of After opens with a dramatic scene, but this time, the scene has nothing to do with the dynamic between Tessa and Hardin. Instead, it shows more about Tessa's childhood and the things she endured. It's interesting to see that even though we thought Tessa and Hardin are completely different people, this scene shows that they are not so different after all. The film then features Tessa trying to reconcile with her father as he visits her.
You were quite the cook, Tessie. Just like your mom.
Hardin is not so fascinated by him, but he still ends up letting him stay at her in Hardin's shared apartment. Tessa's beautiful picture. After allowing Tessa's father to stay with them, Hardin is still suspicious about him, but he still decides to go to a bar with him for a couple of drinks. And let's not forget, Tessa's father is a recovering alcoholic who got kicked out by his wife because he couldn't stop drinking, and because of that, he hasn't seen his daughter for 9 years. But Hardin seems to forget this, and while they sit in the bar, Hardin shows him a beautiful picture of his daughter, and because this is Tessa we're talking about, most fans pause the moment just to take a better look. Unfortunately, the scene gets a sad ending as a random guy decides to comment about Tessa and her father feels the need to fight with him.
Hey, buddy. Good conversation if you don't mind.
And instead of stopping the fight, Hardin joins and gets back to his old habits, drinking and fighting. Tessa dancing. The film adaptations of the After book series have had fans caught since the first installment starring hero fiennes-tiffin and Josephine Langford that dropped in 2019. The sequel, After We Collided, only made people crave more details for the relationship between characters Hardin Scott and Tessa Young in the teen drama film series, so much so that fans couldn't wait to see the scenes that caught their attention the most in the novel. The club scene in which Tessa is seen dancing her troubles away was certainly one of the most anticipated scenes in After We Fell. Fans who have read the novel know how powerful the scene was, and when we finally got to see it in the film, we had to stop and look at how beautiful Tessa looks. After the movie's official Twitter account even shared a behind-the-scenes snap of Tessa in the bar scene, so you understand how important it was for fans to see this scene. Tessa and Landon bonding moment. In the new film, Tessa and Landon, now played by the chilling adventures of Sabrina's Chance Perdomo, are seen talking about Tessa's next move to Seattle to join Vance Publishing. The way Landon encourages Tessa is probably one of the best things in the film. "Well, have you found a place in Seattle yet?" Landon asks her, before adding, "I'm going to miss you, dude. I'm going to have to start watching the Kardashians to fill the drama in your absence."
Nope.
No?
Nope.
I'm gonna miss you, dude. I'm gonna have to start watching the Kardashians to get my fill of drama in your absence.
Landon doesn't know KWTK has already ended, but it doesn't matter. "Landon, I'm only going to Seattle. You are just a FaceTime away and you can always visit," Tessa then says. Between work and school, you are going to be swamped. You are not going to have time for anything like friends or family, and especially not people like, Landon then says before Hardin appears. People like who? Me? Is there something you want to tell me, or should I ask Landon? Because he seems to know a hell of a lot more than I do. Tessa can't have children. One of the most surprising moments in the franchise is Tessa finding out she can't have children. The storyline actually puts a base for the plot of the next film, as according to the novel, Tessa and Hardin will face many struggles with the fact that Tessa is unable to become a mother. We weren't sure if the next film will go completely by the novel, but with this revelation and After We Fell, the theory is proven, and even though Tessa is unable to have children, After Ever Happy ends with Tessa and Hardin becoming parents to a little boy and girl. Nevertheless, the moment Tessa finds out she's unable to have children is one of the most heartbreaking moments in After We Fell. Do you guys agree?
For the next 3 months. My concern is you may not need it.
The jacuzzi scene. Yep, you heard us. This is one of the most paused after we fell moments, and it's no surprise. The steamy scenes between these two are getting better and better. In fact, After We Fell was filled with amazing, sensual, steamy scenes between our favorite couple. Knowing that their life is a problem-free in the bedroom, we might as well expect a lot of scenes such as this one in the next final film of the popular franchise. Carter Jenkins as Roberts. Hardin and Tessa wouldn't be Hardin and Tessa without their turbulent and rocky relationship, and it seems that despite their love for one another, there's always someone else forming a love triangle. After We Collided presented Tessa's new love interest, Trevor, who was played by Dylan Sprouse, and Hardin was not really happy about him.
Hey Hardin, good to see you. How you been? Fucking Trevor! How'd I go, I think?
Things continue with the same intensity now that Robert appears as Tessa's brand new love interest. Carter Jenkins is the actor portraying Robert in After We Fell, and he first appears as the waiter serving Tessa, and even though Tessa is just talking to him when Hardin sees them, he quickly sits next to her just for Robert to see that she's taken.
Can I get you anything, or do you need a minute?
Yeah, you can come back. Robert.
The gym scene. Those who have read the book perfectly know that the gym scene is a seriously powerful one, and when we got to see the entire scene in the film, we were caught by surprise. Hero fiennes-tiffin went through a seriously good transformation this time, and he certainly looks better than ever. The big revelation. One of the most paused moments in the film was close to the film's end. Like the previous films, this one also ends with a cliffhanger. Turns out, Hardin's dad is not actually Ken, but Christian Vance. Yes, of Tessa's job at Vance Publishing, who was his father's best friend in college while they all lived in England. When Hardins find this out, it's really difficult not to get emotional as the poor guy has already been through so much. So this surprising revelation is doing him no good. Hardin finding out the truth will also serve as a plot for the next film, as the final film will probably be a continuation of the story of After We Fell. Hessa in London. And finally, we've come to our favorite moment, Tessa in Landon. After We Fell included yet another emotional moment, and it's fair to say fans needed to pause this moment as it was at the very end of the film and everyone is getting emotional about it. After Hardin finds out about his father, he runs to his love Tessa and they are shown in a very intense embrace, kissing in the middle of a London street. This is our personal favorite moment. What was yours? Also, what do you guys expect from After Ever Happy? Let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.